All right, ladies and gentle dudes, let us start out here. We are building a tomb on Korriban, and the Sith are returning to Korriban to reclaim it after a good long while. This is back during the Old Republic era. If any of you played the Old Republic online game, you would have seen that era unfold. Really cool. Love the time frame in Star Wars, and so we're gonna do I just what I call a mid-size build on this thing. We're going to start off nothing too fancy here, a couple big plates, and I'm going to use these modified plates here for our border, raise everything up a couple plates there, and the goal here is having kind of a Sith tomb entrance down there in the valley, and have the entrance. We're just going to have the entrance, so we'll have a little bit of mountainside back here, just to kind of show where this thing is. Want beside the entrance, I want it flanked by 2 statues. We'll build those, put them in there, and then we'll have a contingent of a couple, 2 or 3 Sith masters with some Sith troopers approaching out of the desert here. The dark orange, got plenty of that ready to go. It'll be mainly a dark orange palette for this. Obviously, that's Korriban's main color, and we'll see where this takes us. Okay, now that we got our base here, I need to do one more level around this thing, and that is so that when we put our border on, it'll be flush up here. So we need one more level there, and then we'll put our sand and everything on top of all that, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, I think we're all set to start building the tomb entrance right here. Let's roll. One of the things that I want to do with this tomb entrance is have a couple of Sith statues, and I've made them, went ahead and did that, slapped these together. Very brutalist art design, if you will. That's a word, go look it up. That's how the Sith do their statues, and then we'll put them on here like this, and then we'll have something of a red glow coming up beneath them. I think that'll look interesting. We'll try that out. So I'll go ahead and get this other one on here, and then we'll build our platform around here and cover all that up, make it look nice. All right, we got something of a structure around these platforms. Let's put some plate on all this. Okay, so we're done covering all that up, making that look good. We'll get a nice glow under our statues in here, and we're ready for the walls. All right, we got our wall superstructure built. Now we can go ahead and I'm going to work on the base, the tiles down here first. We do medium nougat mostly. Then we'll go to the walls. All right, so now we got our floor in here. Got the beginning of our stairs into the tomb. We can start working on our walls internally and then finish this top part off. All right, I know this doesn't look very good right now, but we're going to get there. This will help a lot. So I've built some simple walls to start us out with. I just want it looking like, old large brick. We can take that, and if I can do this one-handedly, get this in here. We'll do the other side also, very simple. And you'll notice I left some of these studs open. It's because I didn't want to waste what few of my little 1x1 dark orange tiles. I didn't actually buy enough, so we're gonna have to go different way, and once we put the other wall in here, it'll just cover that up and it'll look fine. So that's what we're doing there. Now we can tackle the back wall. Okay, so we're filling in this back wall here where the door is going to be, and so what I've done, I'm just taking some big plates here, and nothing too fancy. I wanted a little bit of a studded look on either side of the giant doors. So here's how I'm building this. I built using plates sideways, something of a door. Again, nothing too terribly fancy here. Let's see if I can get this in here one-handed. Let's see, there we go. All right, that's flush. Now we can take these, finish this off, and have our doorway there. Now we can try to fit this in here as best we can. press that in up against those studs, and voila, we have our back wall. We can just finish this off up here and then work our way towards the front. Okay, what we're going to do now is for the front of this thing, the facade here, we're going to have some different levels of decoration. Simple, but it should be effective. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Stick this here. And then what we're going to do is I have made, using some studs on the top bricks, and put a bunch of these modified plates in here, these jumper plates. Put this in here, and then what we'll do is use some medium nougat tiles to fill that in, and we'll just do that all the way around. All right, let's finish this up here. Okay, there's that one. Now let's bridge this over, see how that looks. All right, our overall entranceway is more or less done. We just need to finish building this inset portion up here, then we'll be able to fill that in. All right, we got our frame in here. Now we can take some medium nougat tile here, start adding that in, and then we'll go up here and then over this way and finish out there. And I think this pattern will look good and suffice for our needs here. Okay, I think our simple embellishment here has turned out okay. I like the mix of the black, the nougat, and the dark orange together. Now we just need to finish building some structure back here to even this out, and then we can put our roof on it. Okay, let's put a lid on this. All right, so we are done with the basic structure of the tomb here. Now we need to begin working on our terrain. We'll need to get, I think first we'll go ahead and put kind of a path. I want this same medium nougat color as a path to come down some stairs and come out here. I think we'll go ahead and do the path first, establish that, and then we can work our terrain into it. What I want is to have the path kind of disappearing the further out into the deserts of Korriban that it gets. And then we'll put some tiles over here on either side, and then we'll have sand dunes coming in at varying waves on either side of the path. So let's get started on all that. All right, so here's what we got, our bricked pathway, so to speak, coming out from the tomb into the desert. You know, at one point in time it was new and completely straight, and now we're going to just have the sands of Korriban pouring onto it, just starting to make the path disappear as it comes out. And before we get going on the rest of the terrain and stairs and all that, let's go ahead and get this out here so we see how much we need of a tile base in order to make the mountain flush. We'll get that done, work our way through here, and so on. Okay, we get this section over here done, so we can put this part of the mountainside on here flush. We can now get the stairs going up to the tomb finished. All right, now that we got most of the stairs in place, we're going to build the sand dunes over here, coming up, kind of blowing up onto the stairs. See how that turns out. I think that turned out well. All done with this side. All right, so we've got the base upon which our side of the mountain right here will rest there to make it flush. Let's go ahead and start with this terrain here. Almost done. All right, and we're done with the topography here. The terrain has got the sand dunes that we were going for here. Got a couple studs here and there for our minifigs. I've got the orange sands of Korriban coming up onto the stairs here, leading into the crypt or tomb. And we've got our main path up here, somewhat disappearing. And the further out into the desert you get, into the valley, you get less and less of the path showing up. So there we are. As I'm sitting here building these sidewalls, had a little visitor come up here to see me. We got Casanova, the director of Southern Creator YouTube channel. He always likes to come and visit during my builds, and today is no exception. So he's getting included in today's video. There he is, our little buddy. Okay, so we've got these side pieces built, and probably need both hands to get this thing on here firmly. That fits just right in there, and then we'll bring it up over here this way. So let me go ahead and use both my hands, get this thing on, we'll take a look. All right, so that side's on. Let's go ahead and get this side put on over here. And then what we're gonna do is put some tiles on top of this to make it look like the bricks on top coming out of the mountainside. All right, now we got a good chunk of these roof bricks on here, tiles technically, but bricks as far as the real world is with this thing. Let's put a little bit of a hilltop here and a bigger one over here and blend this mountainside together. You can kind of see where I'm going with this, just trying to kind of take the side up to here, put a little bit of a hilltop right there, and then we'll finish off right here with that. All right, we got our terrain on the top done. Sides are done. So now this thing looks like a proper entrance. You can just imagine yourself a whole mountainside back here. Would have liked to have done that. I just quite simply do not have that many dark orange pieces. Matter of fact, I barely had enough just to do this. But I think this conveys the idea pretty well. So I'm satisfied with it. All right, let's put the last finishing touch on here of the border. I've already got the back on. Let's go ahead and get these put on. I always like having a nice, clean border around a build. I actually put a little Star Wars logo piece on here. I think it's a nice touch. All right, look how clean that is. Nothing like dark orange, medium nougat, and black to go together. That is real nice. All right, minifigs. All right, here's our minifigs. It's quite a bit, admittedly. Let's look at our Sith Lords first. I got 3 pure-blooded Sith. I actually ordered these heads. These are, I think, mainly Inquisitor bodies, but I ordered these heads 4 or 5 years ago in preparation of this build. I just never got around to it until now. I just like the look of these guys. And here's a female. We got 2 males, and then we have our group of troops with them. Their personal guard, Sith troopers. These are still, as far as I know, in Bricklink, pretty easy to get. I ordered these maybe 4 or 5 years ago as well. I actually don't even have any Republic troopers to go with these, but for this MOC, we don't need any. We just need the Sith troopers. So let's go ahead and get these minifigs on the build. We are officially done with our build here. We've got our 3 Sith attempting to enter into this tomb on what was the abandoned Korriban, and their contingent of personal troops as they're about to enter. Let's turn off the lamp here so we can really see the ominous nature of the statues at the door, the glow. I think this came out okay. Yeah, I think we did all right. It's simple, but effective at what I was trying to convey here. Hope you all like this.